You're watching SKST Radio.
Well. Welcome to another episode of SKST Radio, Small Business Network. And today is a special day. I have my new friend who's joining me by the name of Joleen Mullins. Hello, Joleen. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Hi,
oh my gosh, look who's here. Well, hello.
Hi, how are you today? What's up?
Oh, I am so happy you're here. Oh man, you make stories so vibrant. I just love you. Welcome to the show. Tell people who you are and what you do.
My name is Virtuleze, and I encourage children to think with their heart. That's where you learn to be caring and courageous and kind and compassionate.
Thank you so much. Welcome.
Thank you, Jenny. He's quite the ham.
Right. I love it. Absolutely love him. Oh, how cute. So, Joleen, tell us how you got started.
Well, I am a certified special ed and elementary education teacher, and I've always loved kids. And as far as my creating a Virtuleze, which is a character I actually created in 1994. That's how long ago. Okay. I had moved back to Garland, where I'm from, and I was living with my mother at the time because she was terminally ill, and I was working temp jobs. And there was a newspaper, a magazine, I think Newsweek, and on the cover was William Bennett Book of Virtues was the big thing. And I thought to myself, when you're an adult, though it's great to learn virtues, then it needs to be taught at a really young age and make it fun and exciting, because virtue is just about being a good person.
Right.
And I call it my vision from God, because I never sat down and went, what can I do that heaven knows is make money, because it's always been a self-funded labor of love. Mm-hmm. And I went home and I started thinking, okay, and all these visions came to me, and I don't know, the concept of, it wasn't like a big heavenly, or anything, but it's that inner core of you that just can't stop something. Mm-hmm. And I'd go to sleep and I'd go virtue. I don't know, a little character. I drew a little something and I'd go back to bed. I mean, this was an ongoing non-sleep, for a couple months. Where is he going to be from? What is he going to do? And I can do a lot of little things like draw a little or create a little. Mm-hmm. I do not profoundly have any outstanding one talent by any means. And I just couldn't let it go. And so then I created this little character. Virtuleze was a drawing. I can't tell which way you can see when I'm pointing. It was a little character that I drew and created. Then I did the color of it. And then I made a little puppet to go in the Garland parade. I'm from Garland, Texas, which is back in by then it was 1996. After my mother had passed. My brother had his truck all decorated, and I was doing a little public access show. And I had Virtuleze with me. This is all hand-done Virtuleze.
What?
Made and created. And he has weathered the storm from 1996 at this point. And I'd be in my brother's truck and kids were running up going, oh, I love him. Where do I get him? And I felt like, okay, well, I'm onto something. I mean, or me and my, my God-spoken words that were coming through me. And so over the years, it's just taken different paths. I do the puppet, and then I did a little hand-drawn book, and then, I moved to LA again, and then somebody'd see it and go, well, do you have a script? So I was like, yeah, because you always say yes.
Regardless, you'll get one.
You make a script. Mm-hmm. And so over the course of the years, I have created 30 I'm sorry, like 16 different characters. They're from the cosmic star Virtuleze, and I make them all fanciful, whimsical, so kids will like want to engage on this new superhero for values and virtue. So I just felt like I love stuffed animals, and that, you know, there's Barney and Elmo, which are fabulous, or were, but something that when a child got it, it was not only cuddly and fun and caring, but it actually stood for being good. So Virtuleze promotes values and virtue. And it's just an ongoing thing, just trying to get the word out. I have 30 free online videos that my husband and I have created because we are self-funded. We provide ourselves sort of as our talent. So it's just a slow process to get everything out there and going. And Cammie, I mean, you know, as things are, let's be a little real and serious. It's the bullying, the kids shooting kids,
Yeah, absolutely.
when does it, if you don't start that path, you know, we go back to the golden rule, and some people go, oh, that's religious or this or that. But I created Virtuleze to be non-denominational, non-ethnic. He's just about being a good person.
Yeah.
And I say his name Virtuleze means good heart.
Yeah.
And just learning to do unto others as you'd have them do unto you, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And I rambled on. Okay. So
No, you're good. You're good. You
go on and on.
actually, that was like the heart spoken moment. You know what I mean? And it's something that the world needs to know. You know, the world needs to know that it's not about race. It's not about, you know, politics. It's about people. It's about human beings. And once people get that, we'll have a better world. But like you said, at the end of the day, if we don't start from home and then start instilling now those virtuals, it's not going to happen. It's not going to be accomplished. So I applaud you.
Well, I'm trying to get it out there. You know, the first critical learning for anyone, a child as you're growing up, is from 2 to 7 years old. I mean, that's an enormous amount of time for the brain development. And that's why we do the reading and the writing and the math. But we have to regroup and focus, which are starting to now more on SEL, social emotional learning, and learn these things about caring and courageous and compassion. I actually taught for in South Central Los Angeles when I lived in LA at Ritter Elementary. I taught special education.
Isn't that a hard school?
It was hard. Like hard. Yes. I was right in Nickerson's Gardens, right in where the kids, this was in the year 2001, the kids, they have no environment that they're the outside of their environment, obviously, that they're raised in, which is unfortunately very scary. I don't know how. I have kids coming to school just going, Miss, at the time I was still single, so my last name was Tropp. Miss Tropp, someone got shot in my living room today. I mean, this is how they grow up, and it's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And they're left to, even as we are as society, I believe, the children coming home and no real parenting, or it's not even parents, guardian, because we have to be two working family members, or whatever the circumstances are. Or you pop in a video where everybody's shooting up or shooting each other, or blowing people up. It's a superhero that defeats the bad instead of rewarding the good. And that's Virtuleze. And when I was out in South Central teaching, I came up with the thought, I'm never going to say I did, because it's my vision,
inspired,
creating an alphabet. It's actually in the little book that I have self-published on Amazon, but it's in the book is the alphabet rap. And what I did, I went through every letter of the alphabet and I gave it a different meaning, like A, accept all people, behave with delight, caring and courageous, do what's right. Everyone is special, friends and family too. Good to your neighbor. How about you? I'm an honest kid, just watch and see. Kind and fair, law is for me. Make the world a nicer place to live. Overcome the bad, pleased to help and give. Quick to lend a hand, respect others too. Smart in school, teaches something new. Up with morals, values add a lot. We all have a heart. X marks the spot. You can make a difference. Zero attitude. A through Z, being a smart and good.
Awesome! I love it. Absolutely love it.
Thank you. So I actually came up with that while I was, teaching out in
Very
South
creative.
Central, thinking, just a whole different environment. And, if you come home and you pop in something, I think I love Mr. Rogers. And I think majority of people grew up with him, that are not now anymore, but the more slower pace kind of learning and the environment where you engage more directly instead of just cartoons or,
Right.
whatever.
Jolene, have you ever thought of doing something like a Mr. Rogers?
You know what? If our online videos are me, like Virtuleze comes down from the star and he meets me on my porch, whatever.
Mhm.
And so we do a little one-on-one and teaching with the puppets and stuff. So I would love to do a full-blown Mr. Rogers. We just don't have the funding for it, or, I'm open to financial assistance, or if someone wants to, help with that, that'd be awesome. Right now it's me and my husband, and I think overall we did a pretty good job, but it's by no means top-notch professional. But I believe that there's a lot of value in what we've done. We go through the alphabet, we take the rap, we expand on all those things. We have little puppet vignettes where they do a little kind of situation about being good to each other. And we have music and different things and different characters that come down from the cosmos and
I love it.
and stuff. So yes, Cammie, I would love to be the new Mr. Rogers.
Mrs. Rogers.
Mrs. Rogers.
You know what? Let's sideline that and come back and figure out. Maybe we could do something. Maybe just bring what you have to the network, and maybe that'll help get the word out a little bit more. This is something that we need.
Oh my
Absolutely.
gosh. You just don't start me crying.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I have makeup on today. Don't you dare. So yeah, I think that's something that we can do and come up with a game plan of how you're going to do it. Like I mentioned before, we're getting ready to do bigger things. And so we're going to need content. And I think this is perfect. This is perfect. Why not?
I would love it. I'd love to. And I've never been, this wasn't the bigger picture, or the picture I thought was going to happen was not about me doing something. Does that make sense? Like It was just like, okay, well, the next level is, I guess now I'll do it with him or whatever. So whatever gets the mission accomplished, I'm all for, because
I love it.
I would love to do that. And then Cammie, I'm sure I can create some characters for you to do.
All right. I can do it.
Yes, absolutely. Are you kidding me? My husband actually joined, if you look online, and well, we kind of have a background that's very eclectic. We've been performing off and on and whatever. We do actually a lot of different things together. But he actually is Professor Andy and online, and he has this little character he teaches about oceanography and geography, but it all comes back to thinking with your heart. Like in the ocean, you need to recycle things that you see, or being kind, and Orbit, the other puppets. So yes, there can many massive characters.
Oh, absolutely.
You come up with something for yourself and we'll create it, like whatever little character you'd like to be.
I think I want to create a character like my engineer. He's like the grumpy
We all need
He got
those.
like pink, cute shoes, you know.
From the ceiling. Yeah, I mean, you could be Cammy the Grump. No, I don't know. A fun name. Come up with something. Wigs, whatever. You said were in the Dallas area.
Yes.
You were probably way too young, but for Mr. Peppermint, did you ever see
Mr. Peppermint? I remember Mr. Peppermint and his stripe and on Channel 4.
You know what? When I first created Virtuleze, I didn't even have the puppet then. I had a little self-made book and a t-shirt. I was actually on one of his ending shows.
Wow.
And was in the Fort Worth Star Telegram and stuff like that, as a guest with Mr. Peppermint, and I can't remember his little character they had with him then. So, but he had, some slower or Captain Kangaroo. Are you familiar with
Captain Kangaroo?
Yeah, and he had Mr. Green Jeans and different things. So there's limitless characters that you could create or come to, or give me ideas. We'll make it happen.
Oh,
I
love
that.
Love it.
And you know what? I would love to move to Virginia and live by the beach.
You know what? You are welcome. You have an open door. Just say, hey, Tammy, I'm coming to visit, and I will leave you in the apartment, and I'm going to work, and I'm doing my thing. You have the beach to yourself, girl. So yes, you and your husband.
It's interesting, and excuse me, in my business plan that I've created, that the end game eventually would be to have a studio in a lower income area, that on the off times when we're not filming, that can use the facility and also create programs for children, whether it's from everything, but always incorporating something to do with thinking with your heart and being good and caring and courageous. So that would be my ultimate end game wherever. Wow. But yeah, I would love to, it's time, isn't it? It's beyond time, right?
Right. That's right. Well, when we talk offline, remind me to tell you about Jada.
Jada.
So just remember Jada.
Okay.
That's a character that I started during the pandemic, and I have not completed her book, but she has some fascinating stories. So remind me to tell you about Jada. I'm thinking Jada might be a perfect fit for what you're doing.
Okay. Hey, I think it's awesome, and we appreciate being here.
Well, thank you. Now tell people how to get in touch with you and how they can buy the book and how they can see you guys perform in real life.
Okay. Virtuleze, actually, it was a name that I created from a combination of virtue and Hercules. So it's Virtuleze,
okay.
Because his strength he has a strength, which is being good, but it's spelled a little different way before virtual and all this stuff happened. Because once again, I got the vision. So his name is Virtuleze. And because I know it's a little difficult to remember, his nickname is Virt, V-I-R-T.
Okay.
And so everything we have is under Virt and me, because I'm the me in Virtuleze. So it's www.virtandme. And Facebook is Virt and Me. And on YouTube, it's Virt and Me. But also, if you Google Virtuleze or Virt and Me, hopefully a lot of stuff comes up, because I've been working on it quite a while. So, and then at the bottom of the website on every page is my email. So if you want to contact me that way, it's Mullins Joleen. You can reach that too. But just would love to hear from you. And the main thing is, and on every one of those, not on the Facebook, but on the website and YouTube, you will find all the 30 videos, and they're free to watch. And they range from 8 minutes to 15, and each one accomplishes a story of some sort.
Wonderful.
And we also do interactive online, in-person programs and 10 events. And we'd love to hear from you, and just spread the word and get more views. And Virtuleze needs to be out there.
I want to see more of you, Virtuleze.
Let's see. Bye, Cammy.
All right. Thank you for being on the show, Virtuleze.
Thank you. And I want to come see you.
Well, yes, come, please. Bring your bikini.
What? What?
What do you call them? The guys' shorts? What do you call them? The speedos?
Oh,
What do you call
right,
those?
exactly. Lord. I think he needs a snorkel though,
A
too.
snorkel. Yeah, bring the snorkel too.
Awesome.
Oh my gosh. So, Joleen, it's been nice to having you on the show. Thank you. And we want you to come back again.
I'd love to. We would love to.
We would love
Thank
to
you
have
so
you.
much. I appreciate it all. And you do an awesome job. And thank you again for having us and believing in what our mission is and helping to spread the word.
Well, we're going to do it one day at a time.
That's
All right, guys. Thank you again. Until next week, same time, same channel, SKST Radio. Bye, Virtuleze.
Bye.